Hey y'all, welcome to Jill Cameron Creations. Thanks for joining me today. Don't forget to hit subscribe so you don't miss a single video. I am working my way through level 2 of the Altenew Educator Certification Program, and we are working on With a Twist. I'm going to be using tone-on-tone blues to create a faux embossed look. So I'm going to die cut this really large die here, and I'm going to also die cut it out of white cardstock. I'm going to use the white cardstock as a stencil and ink blend in the middle of it to create some depth in it. So let's take a look here. So I'm going to die cut the blue first, and I'm going to put some washi tape on my panel to hold it in place, and then I'm going to, off camera, knock all the pieces out of it. And I'm also going to do the outline of this. So this has the outline die with it too, so that it will come apart, and I'm going to use that as well. Now I need to make sure that my white stencil that I'm going to use is about the right size. It's a little bit bigger, a little bit smaller. That's okay. We can fix that. That's not a problem. I just want to make sure that it's about in the right place here. And then I'm not going to cut the edge of this off though, because I don't want the outer edge to be inked. So I'm just going to place my washi tape so that I don't have any places, so it doesn't run away from me in the die cutting machine, and I can run this back and forth a couple times. When you have big dies like this, you want to make sure that you run it back and forth a couple of times to make sure that you get all the little pieces out as well. Now I'm going to put some washi tape on my panel while I ink blend it so that it doesn't scoot around on me. I am famous for putting a stencil down and not putting tape on it, and it scoots away from me. So I've gotten in the habit of anytime I'm stenciling anything that I'm going to put it down with some washi tape so that it doesn't go to town on me. So we're just going to wrap some washi tape very loosely around the top and the bottom here. I'm not worried about the sides because I can hold that down with my finger as I work, but I am going to do the top and the bottom so it doesn't go side to side and scoot around. And now I'm going to use an ink blending brush. I'm not going to use a domed blender. I'm going to use an ink blending brush, and I'm going to use some Altenew. This is Desert Night ink, which is just the perfect dark color. This was just that perfect dark blue for this cardstock, just to give it a little bit of depth. Isn't that gorgeous? That alone is beautiful, but we're going to put our stencil over top, or die cut over top of this. We're going to line it up in those empty places where we removed the white, and now it looks like that this has been pressed into the paper instead of it just being a die cut setting on top of it. It looks like it has some shadow to it now. So it gives that faux embossed look of paper there. And I'm going to glue this straight down, and then we are going to add a gold mirror cardstock hello sentiment. I'm going to add some Nuvo drops in navy blue, and I'm going to trim off that right hand edge and add a gold strip to my card base, and then pop up this entire panel with some foam tape. Super simple card. I think this took, including getting all the pieces and everything out of the inside of this, I think this probably took me about 30 minutes to make. Really simple, beautiful card, and you could do this with any color. You could also change this up a little bit by adding a different color die cut, of course, on top of it, or you could actually emboss that die cut on the paper by running it through your die cutting machine after you cut the die. Run it through your die cutting machine, and it will actually emboss if you use an embossing mat with it. But this is just a really simple way to do this with an embossing, with a faux embossing look. Just add some ink in there and it gives it that depth. It's absolutely gorgeous. Pictures at the end, so check that out, and just sit back and relax and enjoy the rest of the card. Thanks for joining me. Don't forget to hit subscribe so you don't miss a single video.